The city of Boston is an amazing city. Many key events in American history happened here, and Boston continues to impact the nation. At the same time, thousands of recent immigrants have continued to fill the city with new residents from across the globe. Boston is the largest college town in the world, with more than 250,000 students and over 30 colleges in metro area alone. Along with being a dynamic, exciting city, Boston has one of the highest abortion rates in the United States. In 1984, a group of praying women gathered together to find a positive solution to the way abortion was impacting the city. They concluded that God was calling them to be the solution to their own prayers, and they began taking steps to form a crisis pregnancy center. Taking a phrase from the 30th Psalm, "Weeping may last for the night, but joy comes in the morning," they named the ministry Daybreak. Chris Noonan Fennell was one of the first volunteer counselors at Daybreak.
Daybreak started out in Harvard Square. It was the very beginning of the Daybreak. It was just being established. We were literally hanging curtains and pictures on the wall and furnishing it and things like that. And I went in as a volunteer probably for a couple of hours each week. During that time, each day that I volunteered, I'd maybe speak to two women, maybe three, depending on appointments that we had. I felt like we were being very successful, and I can't remember any women not keeping their babies.
I'm just delighted to share with you about our good friends and partners, Daybreak Crisis Pregnancy Center, located strategically in downtown Boston. I can't think of a more fabulous location and ministry to make a vital difference in our culture and in the heart of the city of Boston.
So Daybreak is important for many reasons, but one of the reasons I think that it's most important is a lot of people feel that they have to choose an abortion because they're choosing between their life or their baby's life. They feel that their life is over if they decide to choose to continue their pregnancy. All their hopes, all their dreams that they had wanted for themselves, they feel that will be over. But we're here to help them know that that's not the case, that their life isn't over if they choose to continue the pregnancy. If money were not an issue, I could see Daybreak busting at the seams. You know, many counseling rooms, a full-blown men's ministry, maternity homes where women can go and stay if their parents have kicked them out, a huge resource room with things overflowing to be able to give the new moms and dads. Absolutely, we care about the women and the babies that they're carrying, but also about the men who come to see us as well. It is unbelievably satisfying to see someone choose life for not only their baby, but for themselves as well.
One time my wife and I looked up the word crisis, and it really is a twofold word. It means one side of it, you have a real problem. Also, you have a real opportunity. And so with these girls, they have a real problem. They're pregnant. They don't know what to do. But it can be an opportunity to bring them to Christ. It can make them, they can make the right decision, and it can turn their life around. And we've seen it so many times, it's unbelievable. There should be strong advertising, and a center in Boston should see hundreds of girls a month. It's interesting because I found when women volunteer at our centers that their prayer life has maybe been kind of average. But once they meet a girl who is abortion-minded, and they know that that conversation is really for real, a life and death conversation, we find that the prayer life of the individual counselor completely changes, and they really know they have to trust in God. So without prayer, we shouldn't even open the place. 10% of the girls who go to Planned Parenthood keep their babies, and 90% abort. And one time we had done a statistic, particularly in Manchester, and we realized that 90% of our girls who had come in who were abortion-minded were keeping their babies. So we actually flipped the statistic over. So we realized that girls, when they come, they really haven't made up their minds. They're really coming to us saying, tell us what we should do. And of course, we never force a decision on them, but we really are strong in giving them strong information and let them know we really care for them.
Last year, Arissa came to Daybreak because she was pregnant. Often, when clients come to Daybreak, they are abortion-minded.
I came to Daybreak because I thought Daybreak was abortion clinic. So I came here to get, I was planning to get an abortion. When I came here, I met a lady, Elaine, and she told me there are more options than doing abortion. So I started to think of not getting abortion.
Stories like Arissa's are the reason that Daybreak exists, to impact the lives of women with the sanctity of life and the life of Christ. A lot has happened over 25 years, but Daybreak continues to impact the city of Boston from their location on Tremont Street at the base of Beacon Hill. Each week, our offices see volunteers, counseling interns, and clients who are seeking a compassionate and empowering answer to their unexpected pregnancy. Through a partnership with Vital Physicians, last year, Daybreak began offering ultrasound services in the context of our client counseling.
Now I have meal and I'm really happy.
If you have a good set of counselors and a good prayer team and you open up a professional office, you can change the lives of thousands and thousands of young ladies and their boyfriends forever.
In a year, I'd like to see over 1,000 clients come to Daybreak.